Imagine finally speaking out after years of being silent and turning your toughest times into hope for others. That's what Jelena Dokic did with her autobiography, Unbreakable, where she opens up about the tough and painful experiences she went through with her father. This book didn't just share her story, it started her on a powerful journey of self-discovery and helping others. From the tennis courts of Melbourne to the printed pages of her book, Dokic has turned her struggles into a source of strength, inspiring others to find resilience within their own trials. Join her as she reveals the power of speaking out and the unexpected ways her own life was saved and reshaped in the process. When Jelena Dokic published her autobiography, Unbreakable, nearly 7 years ago, she was unaware of the profound effect it would have on both her audience and herself. In the book, Dokic detailed the emotional and physical abuse she endured from her father during her tennis career, triggering a significant response that would influence her subsequent life stage. The release not only garnered widespread support and sparked connections with others who shared similar experiences, but the act of writing also provided Dokic with a fresh perspective, a shift from her lifelong dedication to tennis. As I discover new passions, life feels incredibly enriching, she mentioned while walking by Melbourne's Rod Laver Arena, a place of both past successes and struggles, and along the Yarra River, bustling with activity on a late summer Sunday morning. She adds, "Through writing, I found a new direction. That's why I'll always say, Unbreakable changed and saved my life. It gave me a voice and set me free." With time, Dokic's self-perception has evolved from solely seeing herself as a victim and survivor to someone who transforms past adversities into positive, meaningful outcomes. This transformation has been a theme as she worked on her latest book, Fearless, navigating the lessons from her challenging experiences. Jelena Dokic expresses her desire for others to see that it's possible to endure significant adversity and negative experiences, yet still emerge stronger and able to thrive. She underscores emphasizing her personal commitment to not only survive challenges, but to use them for a greater purpose. Dokic has channeled her experiences into productive avenues such as writing books, sports commentary, and participating in speaking engagements. Whether addressing students, sports, clubs, corporate gatherings, or charity events, she repeatedly shares her story. Unlike typical motivational speeches that focus solely on perseverance, Dokic's candid discussions of her difficult personal experiences prompted deeper reflection among her audience. This openness, while cathartic, also means she often becomes a confidant for other abuse survivors, who see her as a figure with whom they can share their own pain. "I carry this burden daily," she admits, "and while some might call it work, I don't see it that way." Dokic acknowledges the crucial role her therapy has played in enabling her to support others. She has gained significant insight into handling situations and understanding the workings of the brain and emotions. Through social media, she has fostered a unique kind of family, regularly updating her Instagram with life updates and interacting with her followers. Despite encountering some negative comments, she believes the benefits of these connections outweigh the occasional trolling. Dokic shares her journey openly, aiming to reassure others facing difficult times that they are not isolated. Having felt alone during a time when topics like domestic violence were rarely discussed, she finds that speaking about her experiences not only potentially saves her life, but also aids others. This phase of her life and career, filled with public speaking and engagement, is something Dokic views as her calling. "I hear horrific stories, and I connect deeply with people," she explains, emphasizing the profound impact of these interactions. Jelena Dokic now speaks with compelling urgency and clarity, a stark contrast to her years of being voiceless, now celebrating the freedom she has reclaimed. Her path forward seems clearer now, but reaching this point required navigating through the aftermath of a tumultuous tennis career hindered by injuries and mental health challenges. Reinventing yourself or starting anew after a life in sports isn't easy, especially when that's all you've known, Dokic reflects. Post-retirement in 2014, she felt lost, and if she hadn't fully realized her potential in tennis, I felt like I had no future goals or dreams, she admits. Reflecting on her journey, Jelena Dokic shares her amazement at the unexpected turns her life has taken. And now to be engaged in what I'm doing today, if someone had predicted this a decade ago, I would have said they were insane, she says, her voice filled with a mix of sincerity and wonder. This expression of joy and fulfillment underscores her current phase of life, deeply connected to the sport in a new way. She highlights the significance of the Rod Laver Arena, where she spent 15 days as a commentator during the Australian Open. It's really become something very special to me, Dokic remarks, emphasizing that the arena is her favorite court and the Australian Open her preferred Grand Slam. This place, a backdrop to many pivotal moments in my career, now symbolizes my ongoing engagement with tennis and my personal evolution beyond my playing days. The flourishing of her career after tennis is a key reason why Melbourne holds such significance for Jelena Dokic. Having moved from the tumult of the former Yugoslavia to Sydney in 1994 at age 11, Dokic was already an accomplished player and a national champion. Melbourne later became a pivotal backdrop during the latter part of her tennis career, which she spent away from her father's coaching. Despite some challenging moments in her career in Melbourne, such as the backlash when her father compelled her to play for Yugoslavia, the city's lush gardens and pathways near the Melbourne Park Tennis Centre symbolized new beginnings and personal growth. It was in Melbourne that Dokic recognized there was another phase in her career ahead, one still linked to tennis, but on her own terms. I had idols like Steffi Graf and Monica Seles when I was competing. They were my heroes, Dokic reflects. However, she noted a void in role models for navigating life post-sport and post-abuse, for those needing to see that it's possible to move past such challenges and be okay. If I can be that role model for just one person, I would feel like the happiest person in the world, she says. After everything, Dokic finds herself in a place of peace and fulfillment.